Controlled Chaos here. I got some really killer news for you guys. The Echoes update for No Man's Sky is now available, and this update is huge. I mean, it's got a lot of stuff in it. Features we've been asking for, features we didn't expect, and just great stuff. Let's go ahead and get into it. First things first, there's a whole entire new race in the game. They are mechanical life forms called Autophage. And these Autophages are robotic beings, and they have a bunch of different parts to them and variations to them. So they're going to look really cool and unique and nice. There's a lot to just this new life form being put in, though, especially dealing with the life forms themselves. The life forms themselves, you can get randomly generated missions from. On top of that, there's a whole entire new language to learn with hundreds of words. And that's great. That gives us more reasons to search around and learn those words through glyphs and things like that. Or not glyphs, but the little stones, knowledge stones that are on planets. Then those monoliths, you can get more history about the Autophages on some of those monoliths, and that's awesome. Also, even better is you can customize your character to make them look like an Autophage, and that's great. Even cooler is it's in missions. You don't just automatically get these parts, you're unlocking them through doing missions for the Autophage life forms. And you can also get medals for doing missions for the Autophage life forms, and they have their own unique style of multi-tool. They have a staff multi-tool that you get to build. You heard me right. You get to build this. You don't just find this. You build them. You choose different parts to build this up. So instead of finding a randomly generated one, you're actually choosing like what head you want, what staff piece you want, what end piece you want that goes onto the ground. Things like that. Along with that multi-tool, there is another multi-tool, the Atlantean multi-tool. This is a randomly generated multi-tool. So we don't get one multi-tool, we got two multi-tools. Then, going even further, there are enhancements for your exosuit. There are new modules based around these robotic parts to enhance your exosuit. And that's cool. But taking it even a step further, and you guys who are into crafting and resource gathering will love this part, there is the Portable Refiner Backpack version 2.0 or Mark II. What makes this different from the other Portable Refiner Backpack is it has 2 slots for refining, just like your medium refiner. So now you can mix different resources together to create a new resource or to create more of a resource, things that we normally use the medium refiner for. This is epic, and it appears on the anomaly. It is something that you can learn from the anomaly, just like you learn the other exosuit stuff. Also on the anomaly, since we were talking about multi-tools, they have put on the anomaly a new thing for scavenging multi-tools. You can now salvage, you can deconstruct your multi-tools that you're not using, and you'll get resources and some modules back. That way you can clear out the ones you're not using and get these new ones. I really want to get the staff one. I want to build a staff one and play around with it and see what that's like. I want to see if they're going to continue that direction with multi-tools, not changing the ones that we already have, but further down the line, if they come out with more multi-tools, doing it that way. Maybe doing the same thing with future ship designs. Although that might upset some of the ship hunters, but if we keep in phase with what they've done with these multi-tools, where you get one multi-tool that's, how we say, randomly generated, and another multi-tool that's built, and we do the same thing for ships, I think we're going to please a lot more people, because then the people that like to do the ship hunting and the multi-tool hunting will be able to do that. But then the people who are interested in creating their own unique look for their character can do that also. I know that would excite people like Jason Plays. He's always wanting customized ships, and I understand that. I like customizing too. And that's one of the things I like about this game, is being able to customize your character. So being able to customize a multi-tool like this is really great. There's still more to come. And that more to come deals with Pirates Outlaws. Oh, before I get into Pirates and Outlaws, there's one last thing I forgot to mention about the Autophage race: encampments. You can run into them in encampments. You run across something like a crashed freighter, you can scan the area and it will give you a location of an Autophage encampment for you to interact and hopefully do these missions and things like that. Now, let's go ahead and get over to the Pirates and the Outlaws. They've done a lot there. The first thing that they've done is they have added in a thing for you to get medals and also different titles. You can get milestones and things like that for the pirates. Dealing more with the pirates, they now have their own fleets. They have dreadnoughts. I'm hoping these dreadnoughts are bigger than the frigates, because that's what dreadnoughts are supposed to be. They're supposed to be really big battleships. And these battleships that are dreadnoughts add a whole entire new way of gameplay. What they've added in is you now have different parts on them to destroy. You have shields to take down. You have weapons that we normally take down and other things like that, along with engines. And the reason they put in the engines is when these dreadnoughts get low on health, they want to warp out of there and escape and flee. And so being able to take out the engines will stop that from happening. That is amazing. That's going to make fighting dreadnoughts fun. But you know what makes it even funner? Think Star Wars. You remember them going and doing and attacking the Death Star and going into the trenches? We get to go into the trenches of the dreadnought. We get to blow up those modules in these trenches while being under gunfire. How freaking cool is that? I'm telling you, it's epically cool. It's going to be fun. I can't wait to try this out. That means that they've reworked the collision detection for at least these dreadnoughts to allow the capability of that happening. And that is amazing. But there's even more dealing with space combat. They have improved space combat for your ships. What they've done is you can now control where the energy of your ship goes. Speed, you can increase the engines, which deals with, of course, the speed. You can increase your shields, you can increase your weapons and balance all that stuff out. So if you want to get to that enemy quicker and then blast away at them and then change that up, you put all your power into engines, get there quicker, and as soon as you get there, you switch all the way over to weapons, do some heavy blasting, and then switch over to shields when they notice you and start firing back, or you start getting a little bit weaker in shields, you can boost up in shields, and then if you need to escape, switch it over to engines again, run away, get your shields back up, and then speed back over there, turn back on a heavy weapons attack. It just adds so much more of a tactical layer. And I love when games add more tactical capabilities into them. And No Man's Sky, Hello Games has done a great job of this. I like this. I can't wait to see the interface and play around with this. I love playing around with that kind of stuff in games like Elite Dangerous. So them adding that to this is great. But we're not done. Not by a long shot. On top of that, they have done other great things. Those freighters that we were able to destroy of the Sentinel types, that's no longer Sentinels only. You can now destroy all freighters, frigates, and dreadnoughts. They will fully explode just like the Sentinel one. So when they stated all those years ago before the release of the game, you'll be able to destroy freighters, it's now real. It's now here, and it looks cool, it's awesome, it's fun, and just immerses you that much more into the game. I love the fact that when you destroy especially these giant dreadnoughts, you're not just, they disappear, they break apart into pieces, and that is cool. That is epic. I hope the same happens to freighters. I have to get in game. I have to take a look, but I wanted to get this news to you guys first. The other things that they've done, they have added in holographic museums. No, you are not going to a new building. What they've done is they've constructed a wonder projector that you can display in your base, and you can showcase fauna, flora, and celestial bodies that you discovered. And the great thing is on that, it will show the portal glyphs to where to go to see that again in the game. That's really cool, because then what you can do is you can create this room that looks like a museum. You can put a bunch of those up, and you can have your friends and other people wander through them, and they'll get the glyph locations and then be able to go there. That is very interactive. That gives more of a reason for you to upload these types of bases. I know I want to build one of these museums and upload it for all you guys to be able to go to and explore and have fun with that. I even have a better idea I just thought of. I'm going to keep it to myself, but you guys will enjoy it, so you want to keep an eye on the channel. You'll want to subscribe if you're not subscribed, because there's going to be some cool things I'm going to be doing, and I think you'll like it. Anyways, continuing on, Nada has more investigate and meet type things, befriend him more, and learn more about the robots, the autophages. So this will start guiding you on that mission. So you'll want to interact with Nada and do that. That's how you get the whole entire Autophage storyline thing start going. And that will be really, really great. I'll be doing a guide on that and going over that with you guys in another video. Let's move on to more other interesting things this patch. The Nintendo Switch has gotten improvements put into it. They've done two things for the Nintendo Switch. They've done visual improvements. They've increased the look of the game for the Nintendo Switch. Plus, those who've been wanting capes that play on the Nintendo Switch, you now get capes. There's even more. For the PlayStation VR 2, there has been an improvement in graphics on that also. So that's gonna be really good. Another thing that they've done is they've announced the next expedition. And this expedition is called the Voyagers expedition. This is all about cataloging and things like that. So you'll be going out and you'll be exploring planets and finding different alien creatures, going into the depths of oceans and things like that to find different things in this expedition. It's not live now, but give it a month or so for it to come out. Maybe 2 months at most, okay? But some of the cool things that they've stated you'll get as exclusive rewards for doing this in expedition is you will get parts to put in your base. And these parts that you're putting in your base are I'm believing Autophage's like body parts, hands and heads and things like that. But you'll also get the normal posters and stuff like that, along with the new jetpack trail that's electrical, looks like. And then on top of that, you'll get a hovering drone or droid companion. And this droid companion has sort of like that look of that discus head that was in the Singularity update, which reminds me of the Warhammer 40,000 Tau droids. I am 100% getting one of those. That will be the droid that follows me around. That will be epically cool. My character is going to be changing. I can tell you that. So with all of this information, there's more to this patch than just that. I just wanted to hit the main points. So if you want to check out the patch notes fully, go to nomansky.com and just check out the latest patch notes. Let me know what you guys are looking forward to doing with in this update. What are you excited about? Thank you for watching. Have a great day.